With all the lending crisis going on right now, how is this affecting the real estate market? Stay tuned for my March 2023 market update for the Santa Rosa Beach and surrounding area in the beautiful Panhandle of Florida. Hello and welcome, Sabine with Silver International Realty, and I do monthly market updates to show you what is really going on in my neck of the wood. So, you really need to keep an eye on listings that are hitting the market, pendings, how quickly they're being absorbed, and then of course you need to go back and look at sales data over the last 90 days and see what are listings actually closing at. Couple of true stories. A couple of my buyers, we wrote an offer on a home and it was on the market for 30 days, and guess what? The day we decided to write an offer, there were multiple offers on the table. So always keep in mind that the location, the condition, and the timing are the key ingredients when to buy and when not to buy. Besides timing, you always need to take a look at your data and make wise decisions. I still think investing in real estate is always a good thing to do. So I hope you will find this market analysis helpful. So remember, before I start, to hit the like button and subscribe button, and stay tuned for my monthly market updates. Okay, here comes the data. So as of today, March the 19th, 2023, we have 639 listings compared to only 550 last month, exactly on February the 19th. Our pendings remain the same, about 203 pendings last month, and we are having 203 pendings today, March the 19th. We have 295 sold listings, closed listing in the last 120 days, compared to 316 closed listing last month. So overall, we have a lot more inventory. We are still putting the same number of listings under contract, and we are still closing the same number of deals as we did the last couple of months. For those of you who are visual and like to look in the graph, so we got about 53 active listings, 28% sold, and 17 pendings. So this is kind of an interesting breakdown for you. You're kind of looking at the average medium, low, high list price compared to sold price and list to sold ratio. Again, remember that I am looking at 38 East and West. There is a difference in price point between the two areas, and this is combining everything overall. So your interesting information here is the list price per square foot and the sold price, and then of course the days on the market and the original list price ratio to sold list ratio. Location, timing, condition of the home is such a crucial factor. But here's your average 3-bedroom, 4-bath home, about 2,600 square foot. Original list price about $2.5 million, and they sold at $1.8 million. So list price $883. Sold price $759 a square foot. My friends, there is some wiggle room in these prices if you are looking to buy right now. Your lowest price townhome is located on the 30A West End side at $395. Your highest price listing is sitting right at $25 million, Golf Front Beauty. Again, these two listings have been dominating the low and high spot for the last few months in my market updates. Now let's confine the search to the 30A West side of 30A, which is pretty much between Grayton Beach all the way to Topsa State Park. You know, the numbers of listings were kind of steady, from January to February. But as I'm looking at the March data, we jumped up by 100 listings. So This is kind of typical because we are going into our selling season. Spring breakers are in town, and it's bringing in a lot more investors that are looking for a second home here in our beautiful Emerald Coast. List prices, I would say, still remain steadily. Your absorption rate kind of went up a little bit more back in from January to February. Days on the market keeps kind of jumping. But if you're comparing it to last year, of course, last year in February, we were in multiple offer situation. Nothing really stayed on the market for more than a few days. So little inventory. So we went from a 1 month absorption rate to almost now sitting at a 4 months absorption rate. What does that mean is if the current listing on the market, if we did not add any more listings into our data, it would take 4 months for all of those listings to be absorbed in the current market. Average list price is about $2.3 million. And last year it was more like $1.5 million. There is almost a 49% change in list price. Let's take a quick look at the property type year-to-date activity report, 38 East and West. This gives you an idea from January the 1st to today, March the 19th, what the average sales price is and the days on the market. So you're looking at $2 million for the East End, $1.4 million on the West End. Remember, like I always say, location, timing, condition. Those are crucial factors. So this is just an average. Here are some other areas like Destin. You're looking at 854. Fort Walton Beach at 370, Freeport at 428. It went slightly down from 450. And here Miramar Beach, St. Destin Resort area, you're looking at $1 million. So this is kind of just to give you a range, depending on what area you're looking at, what is the average price point in that area. Well, here we go. I hope you enjoyed this market update. And please remember to subscribe so you get my next market update, because what do? You look at data months to months and you can kind of gauge a little bit where it's heading and use the raw data to analyze it. Now remember that most listings close at the end of the month. So I always do my market update kind of in the middle, kind of see what happens. And then by the end of this month, we get a true picture of how many listings actually closed and at what price. Have a wonderful month or day or week. Until the next time, auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. Goodbye.